Good evening, brave souls. Tonight we venture into a tale of terror that will grip your heart and haunt your dreams. The house was perfect. It was an old two-story place, charming in its own way, and had belonged to an older couple who had recently passed away. When my wife, Sarah, and I moved in, she was especially excited about one thing: the piano. She had always loved playing, and with a music room already set up in the house, it felt like it was meant for her. It was even more special because the previous owner had been a piano teacher, giving lessons right in that very room. For the first few years, life was peaceful in the house. Sarah would play her piano in the evenings while I sat in the living room, and soon after, our son Ben was born. As soon as Ben was old enough to reach the piano keys, he'd tinker around, pressing random notes, smiling at the sounds he could make. It was adorable, and we were happy that he was showing an interest in music so young. One night, years later, Ben was 5 years old. Sarah and I were watching a rerun of the show Cheers, relaxing after a long day. Suddenly, we heard music coming from the music room, the first 6 notes of the Cheers theme song. Sarah looked at me, confused. "Did Ben learn that?" I asked, sitting up straighter. "I don't think so," Sarah replied, her brow furrowed. We both got up and went to the music room, where Ben was sitting at the piano, pressing the keys with surprising confidence. Over and over, he played the first 6 notes of the theme song. We were amazed. "Ben," I asked gently, "did you figure out how to play that by yourself?" Ben looked up at us with a wide grin. "No, the lady showed me." Sarah and I exchanged nervous glances. "What lady, sweetheart?" Sarah asked, her voice soft but wary. "The piano lady," Ben said innocently. "She comes when I play and helps me learn. She's nice." Chills ran down my spine. We hadn't told Ben about the house's previous owner, nor had we mentioned anything about her being a piano teacher. Sarah knelt down beside Ben. "What does she look like?" Sarah asked, trying to stay calm. Ben thought for a moment. "She has gray hair and wears a blue dress. She smiles a lot." My heart skipped a beat. We had found an old photo of the previous owner when we moved in. A kind-looking woman with gray hair, always wearing a blue dress in her pictures. We didn't know what to think. But from that day on, we always felt like there was someone else in the house with us. Ben continued to play, and sometimes, late at night, we'd hear soft notes coming from the piano room, gentle, quiet, as if someone was teaching him. One night, Sarah whispered to me, "Do you think she's still here?" "The piano teacher?" I nodded slowly. Maybe she never really left. Maybe she's just watching over him. It wasn't scary, not exactly. There was a strange comfort in knowing that the music, in some way, lived on in our home. And as Ben's little hands continued to glide over the keys, we couldn't help but wonder if, somewhere in the shadows, she was smiling, proud of her new student.